Welcome to the very first episode of Podcast Are TrenDY, the podcast that lets you learn a little bit about the DNY team and the makeup of our culture as an organization. That peppy corporate tune that opened our podcast is brought to you by Envato. Envato, keep it classy, keep it corporate. Thanks for joining us today. I'm your host, Jason Graham. This morning, we're meeting with a group of ladies who recently met up outside of business hours to take to the skies. Sharon Hurst, Haniya Aarons, Regina Pickert, and Tonya West. Welcome, ladies. When did this group activity first begin?
We decided to go in September last year, but we first started talking about it at our annual meeting last year when I mentioned that like to go hang gliding, and others mentioned it as well. So then kept asking like every few months, hey, we're gonna go hang gliding, and then we found a Groupon that was the hang gliding, and we finally picked a date, and that's when we went, was September.
Was anyone completely inexperienced with hang gliding the first time you guys got together?
I think all of us were inexperienced the first time we got together. None of us had been hang gliding before. Is that? Yeah, that's correct.
That would be correct.
We did have somebody in the group who had been skydiving before, so that was probably the closest.
That would be me. I had been skydiving several times before. Anything for an adrenaline rush. So when hang gliding came up, I said, yes, I'm in. Let's do it.
And that was why we chose hang gliding, because we were all looking for something that would give us the adrenaline rush.
And that it did.
Okay, so are there any other extreme sports that are on the horizon? Skydiving, like you mentioned, Haniya, auto racing. What's next for you guys?
So I will be rappelling down the Regions building this September for Kids to Love charity. You guys all come out and support me.
Yes, ma'am.
So great cause, but what a rush.
Absolutely. So, Sharon, are we going to get you rappelling as well?
No, I'm going up in a hot air balloon, though. I'm excited about that. In Colorado.
Not sure that I can call a hot air balloon an extreme sport. I don't know, but that's outstanding.
The landing can be very extreme. Been there, done that. Did it in Arizona and got drugged through cacti. So yeah, the landing can be very, very extreme through the cow pasture.
Hopefully, yours is not that extreme, Sharon. So we've got a pretty diverse group of people assembled here. We've got an account manager, a recruiting manager, 2 schedulers. So, thinking about the people in our organization, if you were to choose an extreme sport for each administrative support group based on their team members, I'm wondering which sport you guys would choose. All right, so our first team who I'd like to put together, our credentialing team. What extreme sport should they participate in?
Axe throwing.
Axe throwing. I love it. Any other suggestions? No more for so credentialing. It is definitively axe throwing.
Axe throwing. Honestly, I think they should go skydiving as well. It's very peaceful, and with the amount of stress that they're under, I think they should go axe throwing, and then they should go skydiving because it's very peaceful.
Okay, outstanding. I'll ask Mr. Edenfield if we can't pick up the bill for that. Just send our credentialing department skydiving and axe throwing. So our next group, accounting. What's their extreme sport?
I think we should register them for the game show Shazam.
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 I'm not familiar with that. So tell me about that show.
Well, it's a game show on TV, and it's very fast paced, and it's just all about information. It's kind of almost like Trivial Pursuit, I guess.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
Okay.
I mean, as far as extreme sports for them, I think they should go auto racing.
Auto racing.
Yeah.
I like that for accounting. All right. Tonya, you're making a face like maybe auto racing is not right for accounting. Do you have any suggestions?
No, I don't. I don't know about auto racing.
Fair enough. So our next group here, travel. What should our travel department do to jump into the extreme sporting lifestyle?
Jumping. Bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping. Outstanding. I know they would enjoy that.
I think they would.
All right. Final group. Licensure. Now, it's really two ladies, right? I think at this particular point, it's a team of one. But Nadine Leonard, our licensure coordinator, what would we send her out to do?
Rock climbing.
Rock climbing?
Archery.
I like it. So,
Well, I have one for accounting now.
okay.
Whitewater rafting.
Whitewater rafting. Let me ask you, Tonya, why whitewater rafting?
Because it's crazy.
Because it's crazy.
It's so much fun.
All right. So I guess, final question I've got here. Are there any lessons that you ladies learn from hang gliding that carry over to your day job? Haniya, I see you thinking. Go ahead.
I'm trying to put it into words. Sometimes you have to accept that you're not always in control, and you have to look at the bigger picture. And it really did help, because when you're all the way up there and you're looking down and you do see so much more, sometimes we sit in our chairs and we get so tunnel vision that we forget what is the bigger picture. So it was a good reset to go, stop. Not everything revolves around your little world. There's a bigger picture.
That is outstanding. Anybody else? That's going to be a hard answer to top, I think.
Right?
We're going with Haniya's answer.
All right, final answer.
But you know what?
Goes
It
to
was
Haniya.
a great team building event. We had a whole lot of fun, and it did just reiterate the fact that it does take a team to do what we do. There's not one of us that can do it start to finish. We all kind of rely on each other, and I think we have pretty good synergy in our group and in our departments of all working together.
And the support. We have to support each other, encourage each other. We may have been scared, and sometimes that happens here as well. We get anxious or stressed about whatever may be going on in our particular area, but sometimes it does help to talk to each other, just to get that encouragement, just to see that bigger picture that we may not be seeing at that moment. So it was great for all four of us. We bonded, we encouraged each other, we were each other's cheerleaders.
Oh, and we did have some auto racing, actually, that was involved.
We did.
We kind of multitasked, and we had 2 group sports that day.
Yes.
That will be to be discussed in the next podcast.
Okay, outstanding. Well, I'll look forward to that. Thank you, ladies, for stopping by. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This production of Podcast Are TrenDY was brought to you by the New Wave Air Fryer. Because if it's not fried, it could have been better. And the makers of MyFit Denim Jeans. Aren't you tired of taking the time to try on your jeans? Assuming we're not canceled, please tune in the next time when we interview Ernest Borgnine from the grave. Until then, I'm Jason Graham with DNY. Thanks for tuning in.